What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com.
Here are my DFS picks for NFL Week 9 Sleeper Picks.
These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button
And hit that bell icon
so you don't miss our new videos.
In this video, I'm going to give you some of my top DFS Sleeper Picks for NFL Week 9.
Super low priced and low ownership players that could crush value this week and give your lineup an advantage over the field. These are risky plays, meant for large tournaments only. Don't go all in on any of these guys. They are high risk, high reward picks. And if you stay to the very end after all my picks and after I show you the Draft Dashboard tools, I'll give you my super secret sleeper pick that no one's talking about.
Okay guys, my NFL Week 9 sleeper pick at the quarterback position is Ryan Fitzpatrick from the Miami Dolphins playing the New York Jets, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall and they're middle-of-the-pack defending opposing quarterbacks. Ryan Fitzpatrick has only averaged 9.9 fantasy points per game on the season, but he scored 14 and 22 fantasy points in his last 2 games, and he rushed the ball 5 and 6 times in those games. He's only going to be about 2% owned, projected at 16.2 fantasy points here in Week 9. He's 4,800 DraftKings salary and 2,200 more on FanDuel. So I like that DraftKings price. Vegas thinks there's going to be 42.5 points scored in this game, and they have the Miami Dolphins trailing by 3.5. This is a home game, decent matchup. The Dolphins should be playing from behind in this one. It should be a passing game script. Are we going to get Fitzmagic or Fitztragic? That's why he's a sleeper pick. It can go either way, but he's low salary and allows you to fit a ton of players. Plus, you can pair him up with Devontae Parker or Preston Williams. Both of those guys are low salary, getting a bunch of targets, and have big upside. So I like Ryan Fitzpatrick as my Week 9 sleeper pick here at the quarterback position versus the New York Jets.
Before I continue with the picks, I'm excited today because we added a new contest for everyone watching.
If you want to enter the drawing for $100 PayPal,
all you need to do is like this video, hit that subscribe button, and make a quick comment below to be entered into the drawing. We'll reply to a random comment and let you know that you won.
And then we'll send you $100 PayPal.
So it's that easy?
And we pick a new winner every Saturday and announce them in our video.
So get your comment in now so I can add another entry for you.
Okay, who do we have at the running back position? My Week 9 sleeper pick at running back is LeSean McCoy from the Kansas City Chiefs playing the Minnesota Vikings, who've got a good defense overall, and they're pretty good against opposing running backs. LeSean McCoy has averaged 10.5 fantasy points per game on the season. He's getting about 8.6 rush attempts per game and about 2.6 pass targets per game. So he's only getting about 10 to 11 touches per game. That's why he's only going to be about 1% owned, projected at 11 fantasy points here in Week 9. He's 4,800 DraftKings salary and 1,200 more on FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 47 points scored in this game, and they have the Kansas City Chiefs trailing by 4. This is a home game. We're still not sure if Patrick Mahomes is playing yet or not. Either way, LeSean McCoy could get into the end zone. He's still a good running back. They could give him more volume if Patrick Mahomes sits. So I like LeSean McCoy here versus the Minnesota Vikings. Okay guys, if you're getting any value from this video, please hit that red subscribe button. We put out new fantasy football videos every day. So if you hit that subscribe button and ring that bell notification, you won't miss out on any of our new fantasy football videos. Tons of free stuff coming your way. It only takes a second, and it helps us push out more fantasy football content for you guys to consume each and every day. It's because of you subscribers that make this possible. So thank you for supporting this channel. Okay, who do we have at the wide receiver position? My NFL Week 9 sleeper pick at the wide receiver position is Pascal from the Indianapolis Colts, playing the Pittsburgh Steelers, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall and their middle-of-the-pack defending opposing wide receivers. Zach Pascal has scored 8.7 fantasy points per game on the season. He scored 32 fantasy points just 2 games ago, so he's got major upside. He's only getting an average of 3 pass targets per game, but T.Y. Hilton is out this week, so we should see more pass targets. He's going to be about 3% owned, projected at 9.6 fantasy points here in Week 9. He's $4,100 DraftKings salary and $1,200 more on FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 40.5 points scored in this game. They have the Colts trailing by 1, so because of the injury to T.Y. Hilton, I like Zach Pascal here versus the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Real quick, guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all the tools for NFL, MLB is still going, NBA is right around the corner. This is a great time to get in and try everything for 1 month. The tools are all about saving research time. You can see the last 3 games, the fantasy points per game, the targets they got per game, so you can see how involved they are in the offense, the rushes they got per game. Seeing all this stuff on one screen helps you save time and make better picks. Oh, and if you're tired of doing research every day, we just added a cheat sheet that shows hand-picked plays for the slate. No confusing stat lines, no headaches, just a simple cheat sheet that shows the absolute best players for your lineups.
Okay, moving on to the tight end position. My Week 9 sleeper pick at the tight end position is Ryan Griffin from the New York Jets, playing the Miami Dolphins, who have the absolute worst defense overall and their middle-of-the-pack defending opposing tight ends. Ryan Griffin is averaging 6.3 fantasy points per game on the season. He scored 25 fantasy points last week off of 4 pass targets. He's going to be about 1% owned, on the field for 91% of the snaps, projected at 5.6 fantasy points here in Week 9. He's $3,400 DraftKings salary and $1,600 more on FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 42.5 points scored in this game. They have the Jets favored by 3.5. Now, I don't think he's scoring 25 fantasy points again, but he could find the end zone and hit value. So I like Ryan Griffin here versus the Miami Dolphins.
If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video. You've unlocked the bonus content.
My super secret sleeper pick for NFL Week 9 is Anthony Miller from the Chicago Bears, playing the Philadelphia Eagles, who have the 10th worst defense overall, and they give up the absolute most fantasy points to opposing wide receivers. Anthony Miller is averaging 5.1 fantasy points per game on the season, but take a look at his last 3 games. He scored 9, 10, and 10 fantasy points in his last 3 games, getting about 4 pass targets per game on the season. He's only going to be about 2% owned, projected at 8.7 fantasy points here in Week 9. He's $3,700 DraftKings salary and $1,400 more on FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 41.5 points scored in this game. They have the Chicago Bears trailing by 4. Should be a passing game script for the Bears. They should be playing from behind in this one. This is a great matchup, so I like Anthony Miller here versus the Philadelphia Eagles. And if you don't want to play Anthony Miller, take a look at Tyler Gabriel. Only $200 more on DraftKings, $400 less on FanDuel. Tyler Gabriel is projected at 7.9 fantasy points here in Week 9. He's averaging 10.2 fantasy points per game in the season, getting an average of 4.4 pass targets per game. Tyler Gabriel got 6 pass targets last game. He's going to be about 3% owned, on the field for 79% of the snaps. So I like Taylor Gabriel here versus the Philadelphia Eagles.
Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smiggity smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite
player for this NFL slate.
I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again, and good luck.
Do you want more fantasy football picks? Check out the video linked right in the middle of the screen. If you got any value from this video, please tap that subscribe button before you get out of here and ring that bell notification so you won't miss our daily fantasy football uploads. We're putting out new videos every day, so I don't want you guys to miss any of our free content.